Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Twisted Soul and Poor, and we are here with the founder,
Yes, that
the
is
founder
I am
of the Rice Awards.
Yeah.
Rice Awards meaning Rising in Community Excellence.
Yeah. I am Dr. C. Chandon Carter, the founder and creator of the Rising in Community Excellence Awards, celebrating 15 years of honoring the community.
So, what I want to ask you is, what caused you to create the Rice Awards?
You know, I just felt like there's a lot of organizations out there that need to be a little pushed. You know, some people can get discouraged once they create their nonprofit and foundation, and if they don't get the money in, they think they're not doing the work, then they fail. They want to go ahead and stop doing it. But you know, my love language is one of words of affirmation. So I decided to create this award show to show the words of affirmation to the organizations that sow seeds into the community and the fabric of Georgia year in and year out. So that's why I came up with the Rise in the Community Excellence Awards. Well, I like to say, if you are out there and you are doing great things in the community, we will see you. And if you want to get a nomination for the Rise in the Community Excellence Awards, it's open 24/7, 365. Send us an email to info@thericeawards.com. Tell us about you or tell us about someone who's doing great in the community, because we are honoring the entire state of Georgia. This is the Rice Awards, Georgia. And I'd like to give a shout out to Twisted Soul Cookhouse and Pours, Chef Deborah Van Treese. She's the owner here, and she also was the caterer for our award show with all that great food.
I had it. It was
They
great.
say this is the best food that we had in 15 years.
All right.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time,
Thank
and
you
maybe
so
we'll
much.
come back and talk to you a little bit later.
Well, I just say in part, and I'll see you at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. Keep going, keep pushing, and keep encouraging. And I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
I am here with
Attorney Brian Poe.
Attorney Brian Poe, and he has been actually a part of the Rice Awards since its inception.
When you said I've been with the Rice Awards since its inception, that's true. But the first year, I was actually a nominee.
Okay.
So I didn't know anything about the organization. I got a phone call, and I was asked would I accept the nomination for a Rice Award for some community service work that I was doing with an organization called the Atlanta Business and Entertainment Exchange. So year one, we just showed up, and we did not win.
Okay. But you were nominated.
But I was nominated. And I let everybody know I was nominated. In that first year, I think he pretty much went with his spirit on who he thought deserved those awards. And every single person I thought was very deserving, even the person who beat us out for the award we won.
Just to say, the Rice Awards means Rising in Community Excellence.
That's correct.
And it is basically awarding and recognizing those unsung heroes in the community that do a lot of things, sometimes without being thanked for.
You must want to join the board of directors. You said that better than me and some of the other board of directors members. You got it though.
How important is it for you to be a part of this?
It's very important for the reason that you just mentioned, is that we're trying to put a spotlight on people who are working very hard, who have visions, who have dreams, who are executing them. But every phase may not come as fast as you want. So you may be doing very well, but the money isn't coming in quite the way you want it yet. Well, the Rice Awards is a place that will recognize people just for the effort they're making and just for the contribution that they're making, regardless of whether or not on paper they're a millionaire.
Well, thank you for your time. Thank you
you.
very much for your time and
Absolutely.
for your contributions.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you too.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Twisted Soul and Poor, and we're actually celebrating the 2025 Rice Awards. This is the Champions Circle, and I am here with
Tony Betton Jr., the awardee for the Vanguard, Founders Vanguard Award.
awarded for the Founders Vanguard Award. So, Tony, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I come from Clayton County, Georgia. Grew up just wanting to do something different. My mom always kept me involved in different activities and whatnot. And, just being able to come back here to Atlanta. I had been doing some news anchoring, talk show hosting in Indiana for a while, but I've always been involved in the community. It's always been a very important thing for me. I volunteered with Hosea Feed the Hungry and Homeless when it was that, taking over Turner Field for mostly every holiday. I would do that for multiple years, working with the King Center, the Boys and Girls Club, Usher's New Look, which I currently work for as the Program and Communications Director, the National Society of High School Scholars, Toastmasters, Big Brothers, Big Sisters. It's just always been important to be involved and then also be involved in my community. So it was a real pleasure to be able to be voted the Founders Vanguard Award.
So that was going to be my question. So how important it is for you that you were actually nominated by your peers, by other professionals, and that you won the award?
It's interesting because the Rice Awards, I believe this was their 15th year, and I remember when I came to year 7 or 8, and I was doing red carpet interviews and hosting and things like that on the carpet. So now fast forward to year 15 and being able to not only be nominated, but to win. So I really want to thank all those who voted for me, to the board. This was not just, I think just one selection committee. This was the community really speaking up and saying, we believe that this individual deserves this award. And I even said in my speech, I want to connect with all the nominees from the Founders Vanguard category because we're all doing great work and the goal is to continue to make an impact. So that's what it means.
Absolutely. Congratulations again. Keep on doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So hello, y'all. Congratulations. Everybody who won, everybody who was nominated. It's just an honor, period. But it really feels good when you're in that winner's circle. I know, right? So congratulations. Thanks for all you are doing because you have to be doing something for you to be in this room right now. And it is about community and community excellence. So thank you for what you've done. Congratulations. And please come back and see us here, eat at Aretha. If you need catering, we got you covered. And just, thanks for being here, partners.